Hello horror fans and welcome back to the scariest channel on YouTube, Top 5 Scary Videos, the place where our absolute favourite thing is the relentless pursuit in the art of getting scared witless, because more so than anything, it's really fun. How's it going, guys, and what's going on? As always, I'll be your horror host, Jack Finch, as we take a look at the tidbits of horror that cling to the corners of the internet and cautiously take a look at the top 5 scary videos you shouldn't watch at night. Roll the clip.
Lucy, who are you talking to?
Billy,
Who's Billy, babe?
the man who lives under my bed.
Now, it's safe to say that there are some really weird videos on the internet. Do you ever find yourself down what I like to refer to as a YouTube hole, where one minute you're looking at a guide on how to clean your cast iron Dutchie pot, and the next you're somehow on a playlist that spirals you towards a strange man setting Barbie dolls on fire with death metal playing in the background? Yep. This place is weird, but it's also home of some of the greatest horror shorts of recent times. With the democratization of entertainment, anyone from a 12-year-old with a DSLR camera to an established filmmaker can produce horror cinema and send it out to the masses. And well, we're gonna take a look. Before we do that though, guys, you know how it is. If you're a fan of this video, or just top 5 scary in general, then be a dear and hit that thumbs up button, as well as that subscribe bell, so you can stay up to date with our latest and greatest uploads. On with the show. Also, we're going to leave links to all of the shorts in the video so you can watch them in full. Don't worry, guys, it's down below. I got you covered. Don't worry. Kicking off at number 5, Lights Out. No matter how many times I watch this video, it still gives me the creeps. Damn, it's good. So good, in fact, that this 3-minute short was so damn gloriously terrifying that it got picked up by some pretty big names in the business and morphed itself into a full-length feature film. What makes this short so brilliant is that it's a simple premise: a woman that's trying to go to sleep and an entity that appears only when the lights are out. But it does those things very well. Directed by David F. Sandberg, the short rocketed him to internet fame, which eventually got picked up by The Conjuring's James Wan. Without trying to give away too much for those that haven't seen it, the feature film expanded on the idea of an imaginary friend, not for a child though, but an adult. The film itself was kind of hit or miss, and yeah, I'd take it or leave it, to be honest, although it does hit the mark in terms of performance, and the overarching monster is awesomely creepy. Nevertheless, the Lights Out short is the stuff of horror legend, and you should definitely check it out. Next up at number 4, Bedfellows.
Danny, I swear to God.
The stuff of internet legend. Even if you've never seen this video, you've definitely seen a screen cap or a still, because it's one of the most terrifying visual images of recent times. Yeah, it's the stuff of nightmares. I remember seeing this video years and years ago in the early days of the internet, and its image is still burnt into my brain. Again, it's a simple premise, but it's a premise that plays on the fears that many of us have. That strange place between sleep and nightmare, where the eerie feeling of someone not being who they make out to be comes to light. It was released back in 2008 by horror short director Drew Daywalt, and it still holds up to this day. Yeah, the jump scare kind of ruins it, but the best parts of horror are the things left to linger in our imagination. And talking of imagination, swinging in at our number 3 spot, blankroomsoup.avi. Where do we even begin with this video? Remember when I talked about falling down those weird YouTube holes? Yeah, this is what I mean. Reportedly originating from the deep web, this 1-minute video shows a man with blacked out eyes eating soup and crying, while 2 strange costume characters pat him on the back. It's weird. It's very weird, and there's not much more to it, or is there? Because a few years back, a YouTuber known as Rainbot managed to start pulling the thread of this decade-long mystery. And guess what? It gets weirder. Rainbot managed to track down the origin of the costumes to a channel called Ray TV, which eventually turned out to be an art project from a well-known animator, Raymond Percy, from back in 2008. Nothing sinister, right? It's always an art project. But no, after contacting Raymond, Rainbot found out that his costumes were stolen from his van after a performance in downtown LA. And even weirder, a few months later, this video was anonymously sent to him via email. Listen guys, this is either an elaborate prank that no one has fessed up to for over a decade, or it's a genuine, disturbing video. I definitely prefer it to be the former, but I'm not so convinced. Creepy stuff, guys. Creepy stuff. Coming in now at number 2, Happy Anniversary. And to continue this theme of weird, creepy, potentially very real YouTube videos, we have this steaming pile of nightmare fuel. Happy anniversary. Where do we even begin? Really, I don't know. Happy anniversary is a minute-long video of a strange old man with glasses laughing into the camera in a dark room. Now perhaps you're like me and this kind of stuff doesn't really get to you. It's less fear, more intrigue. What's the deeper story behind it? Is it just a fake like many art pieces are on YouTube? But no, the real horror of this video lies behind its story, uploaded by a user named Mr112 Dirtbag alongside a series of equally perplexing creepy videos. Happy Anniversary was first tied to the tragic disappearance of 21-year-old Maura Murray, a nurse who disappeared on the evening of February 9th, 2004 after a car crash on Route 112. Now, Happy Anniversary was uploaded on the same day 8 years later, with the uploader's username 112 also pointing to the road that she was known to have last been travelling on. Of course, viewers put two and two together and they connected this video to the cold case and alerted authorities. After thorough investigation, it was revealed that the uploader had no connection, despite the deliberate clues his video left behind. It would come to light that the uploader would deliberately connect themselves to unsolved mysteries and disappearances in a bid to confuse authorities and attach themselves to the case, which, in the long and short of it, is horrific in itself. And finally, our number one spot, the smiling man. And oh boy, is this a good one. I implore you to watch this short from start to finish because it's an absolute masterclass in how to build suspense in horror cinema with only a few key elements. Honestly, The Smiling Man puts many big budget horror feature films to shame. A little girl, home alone, comes face to face with pure evil. And what a tagline that is to scare the bejesus out of us. Directed by AJ Briones, an incredibly talented visual effects artist whose works on such showstoppers as Avatar and Life of Pi, The Smiling Man was his directorial debut and step into the world of horror, which demonstrates some incredibly apt filmmaking. Atmospheric tone, a weird, slow, creeping sense of dread, all pinned down by the grotesque and nightmarish Smiling Man. There are no jump scares in this, no cheap tricks or terrible horror tropes, just slow, unabashed fear. Guys, seriously, just give it a watch from start to end and you won't be disappointed. Well, unfortunately folks, that's all we've got time for in today's video. If you've enjoyed this list, make sure to leave a thumbs up and speak your mind in the comment box down below. Always a pleasure having you here. Cheers for sticking around all the way to the end. If you'd like to continue on with your horror binge, then feel free to hit that playlist floating shortly above. As per usual, I've been your host Jack Finch. You've been watching Top 5 Scary Videos, and until next time, take it easy.